Alright, so I normally don't talk on my videos. I normally just play music, but I recently picked this up on eBay and I thought it was unique enough and kind of confusing enough to warrant making a video explaining how this thing works. So essentially, this is a boat Psaltery made by Kelischek Works. It's from 1987, so this is the oldest boat Psaltery that I have personally. So Kelischek, the company, still is around. They still make stringed instruments and woodwinds and stuff like that, but they don't make this anymore, as far as I can tell, just perusing their website. But essentially, unlike your typical model, and I'll show that, your typical boat Psaltery model, where you have, you can see the green stickers, that's going to be your naturals, and the other side, the side where I'm pinky stabbing, that's going to be your sharps and flats. So the naturals and sharps and flats are separated. This is a 2-octave boat Psaltery built by June Apple. It's one of my favorite ones that I have. But that's typically what you normally see, the triangular type. This one takes those sharps and flats and naturals and puts them all on one side. And you can see there's two different, I call them anchor pins because I just don't know a better name for them. But there's two different colors of anchor pins. So you have the black, you have the white. The black pins, I don't know if you could see, they actually have 2 strings. And then the white pins have 1 string. And so what you would have then is the lowest note is an F. What you would have then is, so if you could bow an F, just get in camera, so just like that. If you want to bow an F sharp, you pivot your hand down, and there's your F sharp. Same thing with a G, and then G sharp, A sharp, B, it's 1 note, C, and then C sharp. I won't play the whole thing because it gets kind of loud. But I really think this is actually a decent design for facilitating single bowing, more so than the other design, because it just requires a little less arm motion. And this kind of motion, if you're a violinist, is pretty natural because you have to kind of do that to reach all of the different strings. So this is very similar, just in a very small package, really slight motions. Fortunately, the only thing I would say I don't like about this is that it doesn't do a full 2 octaves. It's just an octave and then a 6th. So your range is pretty limited, but I think it sounds pretty good. It's also really small and really light. It's definitely like the smallest boat Psaltery I've ever seen. So, but yeah, this is by Kelischek, and this is their take on a boat Psaltery. Yeah, that's about it.